All right, everybody on DentonRadio.com as well as Facebook. We are here live with the one, the only Ashleigh Smith. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Well, it's super exciting to have you in the studio. We've been really cranking up for this one with the Denton Black Film Festival kicking off this Friday, as well as their ribbon cutting tonight and some of their pre-showings on tomorrow over at the mall and everything. Harry and Linda have been telling me, you gotta eat Ashleigh. You gotta eat Ashleigh. She's a big deal. She's going to be out. This is going to be wonderful. And so we've been looking up all your bio information and all that kind of stuff. For anybody that doesn't know Ashleigh, she was a runner-up into the 2012 Sarah Vaughan International Vocal Competition, and then came back and won it in 2014. You've recently signed with Concord, which is super cool. So if anybody listening does not know who Ashleigh is, Google it, and it'll blow your mind. So I'm kind of starstruck right now.
Oh, man, no, please. please.
Well, in addition to you coming and doing the film festival, you've got some Denton ties with UNT.
Yeah.
And you started going there in 2011, right?
No, I graduated
in
2011. And I transferred here in 2009 from a school back in Georgia. I'm originally from Georgia. I was studying classical there. And then, funny story how I got here, but I got here. and then I finished my undergrad in 2011.
Very cool. Well, can you give us a little more insight into your musical background?
Yeah, so I grew up in a musical family. My dad's a pianist. My mom sings really well. My grandmother's a pianist. My uncle's a jazz trumpet player. My grandfather was a jazz saxophone player. So I grew up just immersed in that, like the church music scene, the jazz music scene. It was kind of a normal to me. On Saturdays, it's funny. My dad has this huge record collection, and so after doing our chores and stuff, that was my I guess, reward. I got to go in there and just pick out tons of albums, and he would put them on and just play whatever. So I grew up around a lot of different music all the time. And so I kind of say that's why my sound is what it is. It kind of encompasses, jazz and gospel and funk and soul and pop, all just kind of wrapped into one. But I've been around music my whole life. When I was little, my mom would say that I could speak. The only thing I ever said was, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be a singer. And that was it. And it never changed. Ever.
That's
I added veterinarian to it because I'm a huge animal lover, so I was going to be a singing veterinarian. But it was always singing first. Always.
That's awesome. Well, super cool. I love it. Most of us changed that as we go along.
It never changed. No, never changed.
Well, very cool. So for the Denton Black Film Festival, this is a big year for them. They're expecting huge numbers, and I think they're going to get them too because we've got such cool stuff happening.
Yeah, man.
But we'll let everybody know what you'll be participating in because you're doing a couple of different things.
I am. So the first thing I'm doing is the Saturday morning Women in Entertainment panel, which is super neat. If you can look that up on the Denton Black Film Fest website, they have a list of all the people who are presenting. And I love panel discussions because they can go so many different ways. And then you get so many different viewpoints. There's some entertainment lawyers on the panel, and then you have me, the artist of the panel, and then you have people who are in the PR side of it. And so you get the whole gamut of the entertainment business. So that's the first thing. And then Saturday night, I'm the headlining musician, and we're doing a 80-minute show. It's going to be really good.
Cool. And
have the full band. So like I said, horns and background singers and the whole group, which I don't normally get to do all the time. I can't take all of them with me. There's so many. And that's super fun. And then opening for us is a guy named Quentin Moore, who also is a really big gigging musician on the scene. So it's going to be a good, and the DJ, Francis J., who is known all around the U.S., is spinning afterwards. So it's going to be a super fun event.
Oh,
don't want to miss it. We got some of the best musicians playing behind me. They're great. Some people are Erica. Some people play for a whole bunch of hip hop artists. It's super neat.
Yeah.
So Yeah.
The eclecticism of this festival, I think, is what's really attracting everybody's attention because it's so cool.
Right.
It's so something for anybody. And
right.
everybody.
You can't say there's nothing here for you.
Yeah.
That's definitely true.
Well, and something I thought that was really cool. There's a lot of festivals that will say, okay, we're going to give this wide gambit, but there's going to be one ticket to get in to see anything.
Right.
And what they're doing is you can see one performance and just pay for that ticket, or you can do the whole festival and you can do all of that.
Right.
And so my feeling is a lot of people are going to buy tickets on Friday, and then by Saturday they're going to buy the full pass.
Of course, right.
Because it's going to suck them in.
And that's so smart because you're going to get there the first day and then you're going to be like, well, this is really cool. I think I want to, that's just, it's perfect because you can pretty much plan. People are going to want to go to things that are good.
Yeah.
And there's so much good things that people just buy the whole ticket.
Yeah. I'm
totally
so excited.
makes sense.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we have a really rare opportunity to ask this for somebody so accomplished that has done so much for music. And has been able to been there and do that and get the T-shirt. If we've got a young starting musician listening in, because we've got a lot of that in Denton, what advice would you have for them if you could say one thing?
If I could say one thing, I would say not to discredit any opportunity you get to learn or perform your craft. Not like one. Like, I mean, if you're performing for 10,000 or you're performing for 2, you should treat every experience as opportunity for you just to get better. When I was at UNT, you know, we had like the vocal jazz performances on Friday, which were a reoccurring thing. Or, you know, there were so many performances always going on and so many opportunities to learn, but you should never discount any of them. Because once you leave there, it's very weird being in like a bubble of UNT, and then you leave there and you realize you don't have that much enrichment all around you at one time. But that would be my biggest thing, is that you shouldn't discount any, because you never know what that one performance or what that one interaction with someone is going to be for you. You know, whether you're singing background, whether you're just doing a cocktail gig, try to learn and take everything you can from all of your experiences, and they build you. Cause you just never know. And if I had to add to that, I would just say on top of that, make sure that you're the best at what you do. And that means everything. If you're going to be a singer, then you need to know how to be a decent songwriter, or be a decent piano player to play for yourself, or be able to explain or teach, because there's so many different ways to be a musician. It's not, you don't have to just be an artist. You could be a teacher who also gigs on the weekend. Like, there's just so many different ways, and if you don't explore them all, then you limit yourself.
Right.
So if you don't make it in this one vein, then you're done.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And that's not what you want to be. You want to be able to be versatile across the gamut.
That's cool.
That's what I would say.
Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Ashleigh, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
Cannot wait to see the performance and check out the panel work and all this. It's going to be so cool. Thank you so much for coming back to Denton and checking all this stuff out.
This was fun. I'm happy back in Denton.
That's awesome.
I feel like a student again.
Well, make sure you check it out. You can go to discoverdenton.com to get all the information on the Denton Black Film Festival. You can also go to dentonbff.com. That's, according to Harry Eady, that's either Denton blackfilmfestival.com, or that's dentonbestfriendsforever.com, dentonbff.com. Again, thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hop on over to Denton Radio and you can keep checking out all the local music, and we will see you very soon. Thanks again, Ashleigh. We appreciate it.
Thank you.